remember way back in the beginning, you're 13 years old, right? And you were listening to records and you were trying. I know that your philosophy now is, you know, you don't need to get it exactly like it was on the record, like it is on the record. Back then, though, weren't you all about, man, I wanna get it, I wanna get every note, I wanna get it just like it's on.
That's a great question, man. Yes and no.
Cause just as sure as the sun gives way to the moon, just as sure as the gray gives way to the blue, I'm gonna ride to the heavens child inside my groove.
I'm 13 years old, and I got two ways of learning the material. I got no slowdown software or nothing like that. I got a record and I got a cassette, and neither one of those things could slow down, right? So what the good thing about that is you start to hear really fast, and you have to mimic it at that time. You know what I mean? You just don't have a choice. And it wasn't that it was not important for me to get every single note. It's not that I didn't strive for that. Of course, that's what I strove.
Yeah.
Is that a word? That's what I strove for. But I was also, just for me, I was realistic about, you know, what I could get and what I couldn't get. You know what I'm saying? I didn't go beating myself up. And I wasn't, and you know, I admire, there's guys I knew that were real meticulous, and they got into the transcription game like real early, and they were really, really good at that. I wasn't that studious. I just wasn't. I wasn't that serious. I mean, I could kick myself and my 13-year-old self in the tail. You know, I was taking lessons from, you know, Nicholas Payton's dad, Walter Payton, and, you know, it was too heavy for me. You know what I mean? I wanted to have fun and all that. So, but I was a typical 13-year-old in that way. Okay. Did that kind of answer your question, or was there more behind it?
And there's just the reason I asked that, because I was thinking about it, because because I do want to try. As I'm listening to it, I want to try to play it like he's playing it there, right? And I say that because to let you know that I've been listening to that isolated track for the last 2 weeks, and I've been taking what we went over and applying it to what I'm hearing, and saying, okay, you know what? I'm going to change what Ted was showing me.
Oh, absolutely.
Because I want to really try to play it.
Absolutely.
Like
what I would say, especially when you have the isolated track, something like that. Absolutely take 100. There's the best slow down software that I have is called Transcribe.
Okay.
And it's by a company, 7th String Software is the company. And it's the best as far as I bought it way back in the day, and it was like $50. You know what I mean? I don't use it a lot. But if you have an isolated track like that, I would definitely say slow it down and see if you can play it. You know, but like when I say this right here,
that's the crux. Again, now,
like I said,
somebody hears that, they're not going to say. You know.
So to go back to your question, so for me, when I now play that, I don't just hear Louis Johnson, I hear myself.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? And so that was also another big thing for me as well, is like, you know, who am I? Who am I?
Right.
In this?
Yeah.
So I think as far as that journey goes, as far as that part of it goes, kind of to each his own.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And for me right now, I feel like I don't really know what my sound is yet. I don't even know that I have a sound. My sound is I want to play like what I'm hearing, so that I can make that part of my sound, right? And then when I have the song down, all right, then I might kind of play. You know, I'll do this a little.
Now, I will be very, very. There are times, right? There are absolute times, because I don't want to get this twisted. There are times when you have to play the line.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so that's the line.
Right.
There's no dicking around.
Right.
That's the line. The only creative license, as opposed to, because on the record it's not this. Depending on who you were playing with, they may say,
okay,
I want you to play it there.
Right.
September, the intro to September. I had a keyboard player say to me one time, "Hey man, you didn't play that." And it's like, and at the time I was like, that's a guitar part. And every other band I played with, the guitar player had played that. But then after that I was like, if I hear it come and the guitar player doesn't play it or something like that, I'll just, you know, so there's that type of stuff. There's a great interview with Marlo DK and Ethan Farmer. He's talking about playing Brick House. And he's like, you know, and Ethan Farmer is like, you know, the guy that comes and goes. But Ethan Farmer has him. Has taken that with his style and brought it to the point where the guy that comes in and he's only got the record, but you ain't going for the Lionel Richie gig. So you know, I'm just kind of trying to think about different scenarios where you need to have exactly what's on the thing. You know what I mean? So back, I think I'm skipping off the question a little bit.
No. I mean, the context for my question really is just what I've heard you say to me live here in our lessons, as well as online, where you have said that many times. So I can tell you've said it as many times. That's your philosophy, right? Where I just want you to know where I'm coming from. I want to spend the time, especially if I can hear it. I really want to try to play it like he's playing it, right? And
I also, and having known you for a while, I know that
doesn't surprise you.
No, because you're that guy. I mean, you're that kind of analytical, you know,
by
the book, studious kind of guy. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that at all. I don't think there's anything wrong with that at all. So. You're right. So what I would do to get that, is I would take that now that you know, you won't always have this isolated track.
Right.
But now you have the isolated track. So for this tune, excuse me, I'm not gonna take this anymore. I'm sure of it, it's just the phlegm.
Okay.
I saw you back up, you was like, ooh, easy. Tell me shit, because I'm excited now.
What I've observed, dude, last night, man, I mean, I am just my fingers are so bad because last night in the if
I say fucking here, bro, it's a safe space, man. Safe space. Now I'm just playing.
If you could have been in my garage with me last night at midnight.
At midnight. That's how the rumors start. You know, I seen him over there.
I think I missed the string once. Once. I'm missing it all over the place because I'm nervous playing in front of you.
And I don't want to create that kind of a space.
You're not, but I can now see because last night I was so excited. I was like, man, but this is just
but you know what? Do you see what happened when you played and you held that groove down and I was able to just kind of freely play? And there was a moment where we were just there and we were just playing. And that is when you take all the by the book, the studious stuff, when you do all of that, and then when you come to play, you suspend all that. You just like play. So it doesn't matter. So when you play and you flub a note or something like that, you just keep going.